Hey, and welcome to the cold exposure and recovery science module. If you're here, you're probably asking the same question most people do the first time they see someone step into a tube of ice. Why would anyone do this to themselves? On purpose. Totally fair. But here's the thing. Once you understand the why, it gets pretty addictive. Not in a bad way, in a wow, my body can do this kind of way. We're going to keep the series short and practical. Just 3 to 4 videos to give you everything you need to understand contrast therapy. What it is, why it works, and how it can help you recover, reset, and grow without needing a fancy spa or a pro athlete schedule. So what are we talking about exactly? Contrast therapy is the intentional use of heat, cold, and breath to stimulate your body and reset your nervous system. Think sauna, ice baths, and focused breathing. Of course, these concepts are nothing new, and our ancestors were already using them intentionally. But the science behind it is incredibly modern and surprisingly solid. At the core of all this is something called Hormesis. It's a fancy word for a little bit of stress applied intentionally makes you stronger. Your body wants to adapt. But most of us never give it the signal. That's the problem. Because our modern lives are temperature controlled, stress saturated, and often movement starved. We chase highs from coffee, social media scrolls, sugar, dopamine hits from TikTok, and then wonder why we're anxious, tired, and disconnected. And here's the shift. Instead of chasing fast dopamine like social media and sugar, cold exposures give you slow dopamine, the kind that builds over time and actually raises your baseline motivation. It's nature's way of saying, hey, you just survived a stressor and here's your reward. And guess what? It doesn't crash, it regulates. So this module is not about suffering. It's about signaling. We're going to explore how cold plunges, saunas, and breathwork help your body boost energy and recovery, lower inflammation and anxiety, and rebuild your nervous system. And of course, reconnect with how you actually feel in your body. Because in the end, this is of course not about self-torture, it's about self-regulation, knowing what can regulate yourself, knowing what can regulate you. You walk away from this with not just knowledge, but a whole toolkit to feel better, think clearer, and build resilience in a way that actually fits your life. Let's dive in. Yes, pun intended.